and then it happens.
Well, everything I started, I quit. Blow my top and lose my shit.
It's Ghostwriter.
Well, there's no one at the circus. There's no money in the arts. There was a time when it was worth it. We all played from the heart. There was a time when kids played violins. Entertainment came from accordions. Now on technology our money's spent. What will this generation represent? Once there was work at the machine shop. We all knew it was a good spot. Apprentices in plumbing and in electricity. And now everyone I know is some form of service industry. And there is no one at the circus. The trapeze family outnumbers the crowd. There was a time when it was worth it. And every time they pulled a stunt I hollered loud. But pop stars are coming from game shows. We watch the drama of their lives unfold. Kids follow hip-hop stars who claim they're off the streets. They got a real tough time budgeting money, it seems. And there is no one at the circus. And it's killing the knife thrower to see. It says there was a time when it was worth it just to hear the women scream. Everybody, you make me want to teach my dog a trick or two. I've waited my whole life and I'm gonna follow this dream through. I'd like to ride the dirt bike in the cage. That's tough to break into at my age. But I'm already following the circus.
Oh yeah!
None of this will matter in the least.
Won't matter in the least.
There was a time when it was worth it. But now the tent is up and no one's in the seats. Oh yeah, the tent is up but no one's in the seats. Oh yeah, the tent is up but no one's in the seats.
So since you're a ghostwriter, who wrote that?
I wrote that since I'm a ghostwriter.
Wait a minute.
Ghostwriter.
So,
Writer with a T. Good question, though.
come close, ghostwriter.
Okay.
So do you write for other people, ghostwriter?
I write for everyone who will listen.
Yeah? That's good. So you're a traveling man, is this right?
Correct. I'm out of Portland, Oregon these days.
Wow.
I
And where were you born?
was born in Central Oregon.
Okay.
I spent about...
So did you smoke a lot of weed growing up?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's you're supposed to if you come from. Isn't that part
So
of
as
it?
an adult as well. But then I ended up living in Texas a while, went back to Oregon. This trip I've been out
So is
since-
everything really bigger in Texas?
It is.
So
Like-
you literally
With how hard I
traveled
grew.
all the way across the country to Brooklyn?
Since May 10th, I've played every night except one.
So
And
wait,
I've
wait,
been in
wait.
Kansas,
Impressive.
Missouri, Ohio, Detroit,
So do you have like a
Chicago.
Texas, Oregon accent? Is that it? What kind of accent do you
I
have?
guess I have more of an Oregon accent.
You think?
On West Coast.
I think so.
I just heard
West
some
Coast.
southern something slide in there.
No, I consider myself pretty well read, so I don't know what you're asking me.
I don't know. I like it though.
That's
So-
also
That's
the touring
funny,
thing.
just
So-
great.
so
They
you
talk
like
funny
how-
up
Really
in
doing what
Providence.
it's
I was
supposed to
in
be
Providence last night, and everybody in Providence talks a lot, and they have that voice where it's like, I know they're being nice, but I'm really exhausted from the road, and I just can't tell.
How close?
It was really intense, to say the least.
So did you have a gig?
I did. I played last night in Pawtucket.
Was it fun?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was fun.
Good. That's good. And you're just one man traveling the country.
Yes, ma'am.
You're driving?
91 Nissan pickup with a camper and a bed in the back.
Ah, what a
So,
smart man.
I look
And-
nicer than I smell right now.
Well,
right?
that's fine. That's fine. So, who's funding this tour?
Well, I get paid to play.
Are you getting paid?
Yeah.
Good for you.
You roll the dice.
It's paying.
Oh, hey,
it's
that's
paying
a-
for gas.
Oh, that's an excellent opportunity. I sell these records along the way, and
Nice.
that goes into gas.
Yeah, tell us
So,
the
like,
name of
you
your
have,
Self-release
so you
guy.
have records now again?
Yes, ma'am.
So you think vinyl's coming back?
Oh, I know it is. This one just came out. I put out a record in '08. I sell way more vinyl off the road and in the mail.
And how
than
much do you
CDs.
sell a vinyl for?
Well, I'm my own label, so I negotiate, but the list price is $12. I usually.
And how much
whatever.
does it? How much?
$10.
To make one, how much is it?
Oh, you really want to? Wow, I like that you get down to the business.
I'm
Per
curious.
unit, because I do the recording at home and because I keep everything in
So
house.
how do you
Per
record?
unit, about $4.
Really?
Yeah.
So you
And-
mean
and
you
then where do you
have the
send it?
master?
What's that?
You have the master and you actually.
Well, I have to
press
send it off the master. No,
Right,
I
okay,
send it
you
off
send
to
it
a
out.
plant, but I mean, I do the recording at home.
Oh, okay.
And then
So
it
I have
comes and
studio
with the
costs,
packaging
so
and
Right.
everything.
My buddy Daniel up in Portland helped me with the packaging on that, so.
Wow, because
Yeah,
you are a
I
bit
did that.
retro in your whole essence.
Well,
You got a little Tom
I
Waits
just kind of
going
ignore
on.
what's going on in the world. I've actually done this ghostwriter thing about 10 years, so it's amazing how obscure I have remained. I think I'm doing well at that.
Well, we're gonna ruin that for you
No,
because this is
that's
gonna be on
right.
YouTube.
Yeah,
you're
and
famous
we're
now.
gonna like you on
I
YouTube.
do appreciate having 15 minutes up here, though. That's very nice.
Well, it's
Yeah.
great. Gerard is, from the Branded Saloon. We love Gerard.
And this
Whenever
guy's the
we
real
have-
deal here.
We love having people like you passing through. So where do you go from Brooklyn?
I actually have tomorrow off, and then I end up in the South: Durham, Knoxville, Chapel Hill. 2 dates in Louisiana,
Yeah,
3
that's a
dates in
2-day
Texas.
ride.
Isn't it? It's
And
like
Levi
it's like a
Allen,
blessing and a
Texas.
curse being alone on the road, isn't it?
For me, I have a little bit of experience traveling with bands prior, and I can survive better by myself.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I understand
It's
that.
cheaper, and it's
And you
nice
can play
that
whatever songs you feel like. You don't have to
all
play
of
what they
that.
know.
And sometimes you just need to go and be by yourself, and you get that break.
Right,
Even if it's
right.
just a
As
few
long
hours
as you're
in the
making a
afternoon.
couple of bucks for gas and stuff,
Yeah.
and you're having a good time, it's like,
Yeah.
what else is there for a musician?
That's
I
true.
want to be in your van with you. I have a 91, but I don't have a bed in it, and I just played in Cleveland, went by myself, and
All right, how was that?
It was great.
Wow.
I know. I want to do more of that. I love my 91 vehicle. I think
Now,
that's
what
the
type
year.
of vehicle is it?
It's an Acura Integra.
Sweet.
My
I love
mechanic before I
Japanese
left,
combustion engine.
he told me it's like grandma running the marathon.
Ah,
And I was like, thanks. But I made it back and forth from
of
New
course you
York.
made it.
Of course. But back to you. So, how many years? You said 10 years of
10
Ghostwriter.
years of Ghostwriter.
And
coming up on,
Ghostwriter's
yeah.
always been by yourself.
It has. That's like my 6th album that just came out.
Good
It's
for
all
you.
I should plug this out. It's all at End of the West
Is it
Records,
all kind of
endofthewest.com. Yeah, there's a couple.
Endofthewest.com.
There's one in the middle. There's some guys out of San Antonio I knew a long time named Boxcar Satan. I
Right.
have one record with them, so we play as a 4-piece.
All right, so I have a
Yeah,
Everything else is
question.
all solo like that. All
I have a
solo,
A
question.
lot of
all
solo Dylan type style kind of thing.
Sure.
Yesterday was Dylan's birthday, by the way.
Oh, wow.
I learned that on rew-who Facebook page. Yes, I did. But I hear the word Satan, and it intrigues me because what does Satan mean to you?
Oh, did you hear it from me?
Just now, you said the band's Boxcar Satan.
Oh, Boxcar Satan. Yeah, that's just the title of their name. Interestingly, this album is called Praying All the Time, and I'm not a formally religious person, but I'm
Right.
more and more spiritual as I get older. And,
Yes.
Right.
For me, the devil is just a metaphor for the evil that does exist in the world and
So you
chaos.
do think that?
Right.
I believe that evil exists. I believe I've met evil or the devil incarnate, and I just try to avoid that. At
And
all
how?
costs.
How do you do that?
Well, you have to follow something inside that's kind of like your gut, but you know when it's there, and you do what's right. And
Now,
it's
now
so-
I have a question. Some people understand this question, and some people look at me like I have two heads. What is the difference between a red flag and getting back up on the horsey?
Well, what's the similarity between those two things?
I don't know. I kind of confuse the two.
Huh? I don't. A red flag is a warning sign.
Yes.
And to get back up on the horse is to persevere.
Yes.
I know, but sometimes I feel I'm in a situation where if something messes up. Do I go back or do I stay
Well,
away?
you can't let what red flags
Never
deter
go back.
you.
No?
Never go back.
Yeah, I agree
That's
with
my
that.
philosophy.
Never turn back.
Sometimes I'm tempted to. I have to remind myself.
Do you know who Augustine Burroughs is?
I do not.
He wrote Running with Scissors.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of that book. Yeah.
I recently met him and asked him that question, and he said that I need someone to tie me to a chair rather than go like you.
Wow.
Don't go back.
Okay.
Interesting.
Never look back. Never look back. Forward.
Yes.
So-
it's the only option.
So is this
you can
album
only
all-
go forward?
Is this new album all
Praying
solo,
all the time.
or is it?
Correct. It's
Oh,
all
that's right.
solo, cut live to tape. This foot percussion
Okay.
and everything's a little louder in the live environment, and on the recording it's a little more.
Right, and we'll get more
indirect,
guitar
so
on
to
the
speak.
album.
Yeah, more guitar, and the foot's pretty
Did you have it plugged in on the album? Like how
Oh, yeah.
electric?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
So,
It plugs in.
Right, it's not
Ghostwriter.
acoustic. It's kind of a pseudo-acoustic.
It's
electric.
Correct.
Okay.
So, Ghostwriter. What made you pick that name?
Well, you know, I just, at the time, I was living in Austin, and there's a lot of singer-songwriters, and I just wanted to avoid using my name, and I liked that Ghostwriter was anonymous. And it does say, you know, to the profession of writing for other people, I felt there was
Right.
something about that I liked. But that's mainly it. Just to try to, for me, it's important as an outlet that it's separate. You know, the music is very personal to me, but I think I'm
Of
able
course.
to do it.
I hear a little
bit
that.
of a bridge between identities, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So,
I hear a little of the Texas influence in there because
Oh,
it's very big. You want to go for a big sound, that Texas big sound.
I was really influenced. I moved to Austin. I was 19, and you know, I was
Yeah,
listening
that's
from
something.
Ruddle Surfers to Bad Livers to
Right.
so much, and I embraced all kinds of roots music. And unlike the Northwest where I'm from, in the South, there you have people that just know blues and country like
Yeah,
nobody's
they know how to
business.
sound
And I
their
revel in
feet.
that, but I'm a bastard of it. I can't replicate it. I just do
Right,
it.
right. You
So
do
I'm
your
pretty-
thing.
I
There's
heard
influences
Tom Waits
in
in there
Love
too.
Tom Waits.
But we need to get, it is National Brown Bag Day. Please tell me you took your lunch to
I
school
did,
in a
I
brown
did, and
bag.
sometimes I purchased it, and sometimes I had a
Yeah, you
lunchbox.
had a brown
I
bag,
was
right?
more interested in the wine.
You can have some wine, my
Thank
love.
you.
Wait, first we need a skeleton from your closet.
Well, I knew you were going to ask that. Most of the skeletons in my closet, due to the Ghostwriter identity, I just get to write a song about it.
I know.
But one time, I thought of something. It must have been in 2004. I was playing a show, what's that place called? Down in Manhattan, and I got a parking ticket. And I never paid it.
Yay! And they never found you?
Well, that truck's been totaled now.
Yay!
We had some letter correspondence.
Drink up,
But I
love.
did not pay.
Oh.
Everything
Don't
in
answer
moderation.
any-
Well, I was just
Don't answer
telling
the
a
letter.
story today that on my way here about a parking ticket, that like when I got one, I went right the next day down to fight it. It was a ridiculous
That's
thing.
really good.
And
Have another sip of that?
I said to the judge,
Thanks, sir.
I said to the judge, I said, Judge, I would rather take you out for a horrible lunch than pay this ticket. Okay.
Why didn't you say good lunch?
Ghostwriter.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Because if I'm going to spend that money on a parking ticket, I would rather buy a bad meal than give it to the city for that.
Okay,
You get it?
I don't get your logic. No,
I
that's
have no logic.
okay. No judge.
So what's your
district in the
website?
back.
How do people find you?
Endofthewest.com is the best place. You can buy records there. You can get links to the digital sites like iTunes, and you can get links to the Facebook.
And
all
you
that
can
stuff.
get a buzz by telling your skeleton today on Rew-who.
Yes,
Did
ma'am.
you get it?
I did.
All right,
All right.
Ghostwriter.
Thanks for
That's
having me.
right.
Thank you. We'll be back with our last guest on today's.
You're in Brooklyn at the Brandon City.
Well, everything I love, you turned it into something else, and that is tough. 'Cause it wasn't enough. Well, and everything